set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Good! Over!
Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
They're going to look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Oh, Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, off the mark, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34.
Blue 90.
Jackson on 1st down. Drops it underneath for Collins. He'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Here's Jackson to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, it's Scott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action with Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On second down, Scott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
On third down, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his linebacker. He's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this one to Switzer. A good pickup there at 22.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half, as it's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going up top. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
46. Hey, switch. Switch. Hey. Here we go, 47. 26. 26.
Now it's the backup Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know that the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to fire one one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 1st down, Scott brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bailey. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed runner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bell. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Jackson. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line. And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews from 19 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp. And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it. Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. On 2nd down now, Scott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Patriot! Patriot! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Jackson certainly giving the Ravens a spark in his rookie year. He's got him on the move with a first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A give to Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. It's just